Hey everybody, Jeff Beers here with the 40 Finance channel, and today I've got 3 healthcare stocks with massive upside according to analysts. Healthcare stocks are down pretty big right now with a lot of fears of government regulation and the upcoming election, things of that nature, so it's a really good time to dig into healthcare and see if you can find some winners. These 3 are more on the speculative side, but they have huge rewards if things pay off. So let's take a look. First on the list today is AstraZeneca, which is a pharmaceutical maker. And using the TipRanks dashboard, which keeps track of all analysts who are following AstraZeneca, then we sort by the best performing of those analysts. And you've got 2 with a buy and 1 of a hold. But in those 3, you have a potential upside of 55%. Okay, so AstraZeneca right now is about $38. The high projection is $83 for AstraZeneca. The average is $60 and the low is $48. Let's take a look at why. So the big news with AstraZeneca right now, and it's probably the most mature of the 3 stock picks I have here today, is their oncology unit is booming big time. They have 2 or 3 different prescriptions that are doing very well, and that growth is expected to continue into 2019 as more and more doctors prescribe these drugs that are doing well with other patients. So right now you've got a PE ratio of $45. The forward PE is 1861. And as I read into AstraZeneca, the big unlock here is these oncology drugs have the potential to double or triple their revenue over the next couple years. On paper, it's a pretty solid case. The only thing that gets in the way of this eventually happening, honestly, is regulation, a change in the political environment against healthcare, and all the stuff that the market's kind of fearful of right now across the healthcare industry. I think the fears are overblown. I think as long as AstraZeneca continues to just push forward and have quality products and continue the success of their performance so far, then this is probably one of the closer healthcare stocks for a big gain as far as locking it in. This is one of the bigger ones. So take a look and consider AstraZeneca. I think you got some easy gains in there as long as the healthcare sector as a whole moves up from where it is right now. Okay, now we're getting into a little bit more of the speculative stocks. We got Intercept Pharma. Analysts for Intercept Pharma are projecting a 99% upside on average. So the price right now of $89, you have a high projection of $253, you have an average of $178, and the low ball in this mix is $149. So very high hopes for Intercept Pharma, and let's take a look at why. So the story on Intercept Pharma is their liver disease pharmaceuticals. And right now they have one that's in late stage trials that is showing a lot of promise. Investors are excited about it, but the key win is for FDA approval here in 2019. So you can go and do your own research on the liver disease pharmaceuticals that I'm talking about. I've decided to skip over some of the scientific jargon because I'm not a doctor, but at the bottom line, from an investor standpoint, if some of these drugs, or if this one particular drug gains approval, then they're expecting ICPT to go off on a rocket ship. Right now, the company is not profitable and does not expect to be in 2019. So again, you're talking a little bit about speculation here. Their 1-year chart does show some ups and downs, but some of that is related to the stock market as a whole. Also, with any sort of pharmaceutical company, like every little news headline that comes out about their drug trials is going to affect their stock price. And right now, it's good to see that they're down from an investing standpoint, right? They're down from a recent high of $116 down to $90. So this could be the time, if you have the appetite for a little bit of a nail biter approach to drug approvals, this could be a great time to get into ICPT and see if you can make some money. Okay, the last on our list of the big three is Sarepta Therapeutics. Sarepta Therapeutics, ticker symbol SRPT. And on this one, the TipRank experts, which there was 15 of them covering this, which is a pretty big deal. You usually don't see that many analysts on a smaller stock like this. There's a lot of people buying into the bull theory here. Current price is $120. You got an average price target of $204, which is fantastic. A high of $270, a low of $169. Folks, almost everybody is bullish on this company from an analyst standpoint, and let's dig into the details. Okay, so the big thing with Sarepta right now is the bull case is for an FDA approval in 2019 of a second, they already have one, a second Duchenne muscular dystrophy treatment this year. So this is sort of a rarity in the pharmaceutical world because a lot of times you're playing on speculation of clinical trials and you have to wait years from penny stock level and higher before you can get in. This one particular drug is slated for approval in 2019, so that would be a big bonus. And additionally, Sarepta already has a muscular dystrophy drug out there that has shown promise. It's currently in the market. So I guess you would say they know what they're doing, or they've already seen some success. And if the second one comes on, they could look at substantial profits. From a PE standpoint, this is another company that is not profitable yet. So again, you are banking on drug approvals. You're banking on things that may or may not happen. But if they do, you could see substantial gains. The 1-year chart on this shows a little bit of a plus over the past year, but it's a very similar roller coaster ride to the others. And again, that's really not that surprising with pharmaceuticals because, you know, you're one headline or earnings report away from tanking and then you skyrocket back up when the news gets better. It's just the way these stocks go. So all in all, we got 3 stocks here with massive potential, not just from my point of view. As a matter of fact, I don't track pharmaceutical drugs very often. But I thought that this was an important time to cover a couple that the analysts are bullish on because the healthcare index is down substantially and it's in a little bit of a bear market, which means it's one of the best opportunities to buy in if you can find some long-term winners. So of course, do your research, and when you start digging in these companies, man, it's a ton of medical jargon. You almost need a chemistry degree to understand it all. So tread with caution, but if you have some extra dollars to put some bets on these companies, there's professional analysts out there that are saying there is potential. So take a look. Hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll see you on the next video.